All right, folks, let's go and take a look here at Secret Network. And just before we do, we always look at Bitcoin first, get a baseline of the market. And once again, welcome to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here today. This is a request from one of my community members. Figure I'd go ahead and check it out really quick, see what's going on, and we'll go ahead and dive deeper into the technical analysis. And of course, if you are new to the channel, not a financial advisor, I just have a lot of years of trading experience, and my goal is to help you become a better trader. Also note, I have a link in the description below for a free month of TradingView. See if you like it, try it before you buy it. And also a link to my crypto. Basically, I have a trading community that we all share our trades, and I provide every single trade that I take with my members. Awesome situation. We got trading bots, the whole 9 yards. Check out my descriptive video. You can find out more about that. Regarding Bitcoin here, we're looking at the one-day chart first. And the whole point of this is to, again, understand what Bitcoin's doing, and that'll help us understand what other coins are doing as well. Because if you're not looking at Bitcoin, you're not doing yourself any favors at all. Okay, so always make sure you just take a quick peek. So take a look here at the one-day chart. We're above both moving averages. We're well above the support level here. That was a previous resistance. Again, it's likely going to be a support because in the next 2 hours, trading cycle closes, and we'll likely see, unless we see a significant decrease, 56,000 establish itself as a new support level. Okay, so that's great news. Furthermore, also we had this ascending wedge pattern that I was looking at, and it did break out to the upside here, so that's also awesome. If we do happen to lose a support of 56,000, we'll see 53,800 is the next available support level. There are some smaller support and resistance zones within here. We'll worry about that when we get there, but for now, we can essentially kind of gamble on the fact that this will likely close above 56,000, in turn creating it as a support level. All right, so 56,000 is a new support for Bitcoin. That is awesome news. Didn't think we'd be able to say that. All right, moving on to Secret Network. So this is a one-day chart. Let's go ahead and rewind a little bit and take a look here first. Because anytime you look at a new chart, and I'm kind of new to this here, I haven't looked at any fundamentals because I'm not currently invested in it. Obviously, you've done so as well, right? You've done your own research before you invested in this, I assume, because that is what every good trader will do. We want to go ahead and mark support and resistance zones because this was the most recent high. Furthermore, we also have a previous all-time high. We can mark that as well. Now, all-time highs are good support and resistance levels, so keep that in mind. Right now, it's going to be working as a support if we can get this candlestick to close above that level. So roughly about 590 as a close approximate, 591 is a potential support level, and the secondary support level there is 476. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Another thing to note here is this is extremely overbought. Okay, I'm guaranteeing that RSI is well over 70, almost 90. We can expect to turn around anytime soon. If not, already. Obviously, it looks like it is retracing a bit. We'll take a look at the smaller time frame to identify, but simply put, this is overextended. We want to be very careful. The reason why it's overextended is likely based on this golden cross that we saw here on the one-day chart. A one-day golden cross is a pretty big, I wouldn't say phenomenon, but it's an interesting concept in the sense that anytime you see it, there's this really strong push to the upside when there's a golden cross. The inverse happens as well for a death cross. We're seeing more golden crosses than usual just based on the overall price action of how Bitcoin has driven the price up and then down, and now this is that second swing. So we're seeing a lot of golden crosses. But on the one-day chart more specifically, that's a big deal. That's the reason why this kind of pushed higher. If we take a look at TD sequential, we can see that we are well over a 9 right now. So we're extremely in extreme overtime, for lack of better terms. That's a term I use to describe it. I'm sure there's probably a technical term, but with TD sequential, anytime you have a 9, that basically tells you you've had 9 candlesticks worth of bullish momentum. And that basically tells us that we are well overextended. So I would not be surprised if the price retraces back down at least to hit this support level here, if not the secondary support of 470, 475, 476, right in that range. Okay, so be prepared, be ready for that. If you are in the profit right now, don't be afraid to take your profits. It's nothing wrong with that. Heaven forbid it goes up a little bit higher. That's all well and good, but it's not going to be parabolic, right? I mean, this is only going to go so high, and granted, this is already parabolic, right? So how much higher can it go? You'd rarely see coins go much further than where they're at right now. And in fact, why don't we just go ahead and throw this guy on here really quick? Let's go ahead and take the lowest point and see. Look at that. Fibonacci's pretty much almost called it right here. If you look at it, this exact support line and this exact support line that I've drawn are exactly right in line with Fibonacci. If we look at the big picture here, best case scenario, if this continues up, we're going to see $11.30. and I mean absolute best case, we should probably see a state of consolidation followed by retracement first, and then it might try to leg up again. But we're talking by year end, we are not going to see anything close to anything higher than $11. Possibly 11 by year end. Don't get me wrong, that is a likelihood, but only in the simple fact that we need to see this calm down and retrace, or at least consolidate for some time. Because if you watch any of my videos, you'll know that a good bull run has a staircase pattern, right? So the reason why this is actually okay to have continued up this far, let me go ahead and remove this, is because it had a nice little up, over, up. Without an over, it's not going to do anything but come down, right? So we have to have some kind of consolidation to allow the bears to take their profits, so to speak, and the bulls to keep pushing the price up. Okay. Also bear in mind we've got a significant amount of increase in volume that will dissipate over the next few days, so I can almost guarantee we're going to see these two support levels tested soon, with this being the all-time high for now at 724. Now, had I covered this yesterday, I probably would have said something similar, because keep this in mind, this is extreme overtime right now. We're well past the state of exhaustion. So where this volume is coming from, I'm not quite sure. A lot of it is fear of missing out. That happens quite often, where the first few runs or legs up are the whales, and then we're the second wave that's pushing the price up. But keep this in mind, those whales are going to take their profits soon if they haven't already, and it's going to drive the price down. So please just be aware of that. That's all I ask. Let's take a quick look at the 4-hour chart, see if we can identify anything else. Not much else to disseminate here, except for the fact that the support level here was tested a few times before it continued upwards. We're above both moving averages. The 50 will likely get tested in the next couple of days based on the price action here. But not much else to really note. I mean, there's no room for even a MACD convergence here based on the simple fact that it's just shot straight up. But we're well over 70. Price is trying to come down, but keep this in mind on the one-day chart more specifically. When the RSI is up over 70, that's a cause for consideration of trimming your profits, right? It's usually when the RSI starts coming back down is when you want to definitely do that. So keep in mind, this is still going up. I don't think it's going to go up much further, but if it continues to just say go sideways, or you see the RSI start tapering off and coming down, which it will likely do soon, I'm almost speculating that this next candlestick, we'll see that within the next 24 hours. It's a good consideration to go ahead and take profit. Watch my other video. I have an RSI video on how to correctly utilize it, but I can tell you right now that RSI is giving us a screaming signal that we need to start selling, or taking I'd recommend at least taking 50% of your profits, and then maybe consider adding to your position once it bounces off support and establishes that support level. Okay, but right now we're kind of in uncharted territory right now. It can be very, very unpredictable. Also keep in mind too, again, this is a best case scenario. Let's just do this really quick once more. The next highest point in which we'll see this go, and that's the highest, would be upwards of about $9. Okay, so $9 is the next highest point we're going to see, and I honestly do not feel we're going to see that anytime soon. Okay. Looking at the 1-hour chart, we'll just go ahead and wrap up here with the 1-hour chart. See if there's anything else we can identify. Typically, I like to look at Ishimoku cloud. This is going to be pretty much redundant. However, in bull runs, you can see the cloud work as a support level. So this is kind of reiterating the fact that this could be a good strong support right here at about 592, in the sense that the cloud is just kind of hanging out right above the support level. Oftentimes, you can see the cloud work as a support moving forward. Just bear in mind, when the price is above the cloud, it's considered a buy signal, right? So obviously, retrospect, hindsight's 2020, but this would have been an awesome time to get in. Now that it's up here and it's overextended, we want to wait to see what happens right here. If it comes down, kind of chills and kind of hangs out and continues above and rides the cloud, the lead one, keep going. Maybe consider adding to your position or hold your current position. However, if we break this support level here, it's going to break down below, and it's going to be considered a sell signal on the cloud, and we're going to see it come all the way down to this support level at the very least. Okay. So again, just things to kind of recognize and understand. Scrt Network is doing very well. It's a new all-time high territory, but you got to respect support and resistance levels, especially the ones that are reaffirming themselves on the Fibonacci retracement, which we've seen here so far. Again, $4.76 and $5.92. Very close, approximately, plus or minus a couple of cents. Those are the new support and resistance levels. Okay, keep that in mind. So if you found benefit, please like and subscribe. Also, feel free to, again, join and reference my Patreon account. I do have a really cool community trading community where we all learn and grow together. But more importantly, I send out signals, swing trades, hodl trades, even day trades, of course, very frequently. It's really awesome. I average about 85% success rate in my trades. So check that out in your own time. Looking forward to getting to know you better. I hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you all in the next one. Take care.